I have a bad feeling something is wrong with the village.
Couldn't be the Castlevania sounding music. And the purple hue. I mean, everything looks fine to me. Everything seems to be in order. Yo, Snipes. Thank you for the 103 tier 2. Can I get love in the chat for Snipes? Incredible. Thank you, man. Well, that's a problem. Seems we have a small issue. Oh, well, this guy's fine.
Welcome. Make your...
I'll take the ugly room. Okay, so it looks like everyone's fine during the day. Should I maybe talk to the mayor? So everything went up to level 9, but then stayed there. So I guess I just got one level.
Hello.
Hello. I guess he doesn't want my comic. Do I buy the Musashi action figure? I'm gonna buy the Root Trick action figure. Oh, I can buy a Scorpion. Crumbles into pieces with the touch of a button. What? Musashi, there's a bit of a problem. The groceries Tim was attacked by one of those ghouls. What? Poor brat. I mean, poor Tim. What exactly is a ghoul? They're called vambies. They're half vampire and half zombie. They come out at night and suck the blood of humans. Vambi, you must be kidding. Well, it used to be just an old folktale, but they have actually appeared. Is Tim going to be alright? Well, he doesn't have much time. However, if we were able to make Grillin's traditional medicine remedy, then there might be a possibility of saving him, but we can't let Tim turn to a Vambi, Mayor. I must go now. Hold on, Otello. Why don't we ask Musashi to help us? Sounds good. Will you do it, Musashi? Kind of hard to turn you guys down. I'll do it, so what do I need to do? To make the remedy, we need Mysteria and Aquilin. Otello should go obtain Aquilin. which is on the peak of Twin Peak Mountain. In Musashi, you must obtain Mysteria, which is a flower that blooms in the mine. Yes, sir. However, don't you think the energy from the Benkatite will be harmful to Musashi? That theory has not been proven yet. Anyways, I think Musashi will be fine. What's most important now is saving Tim. I see. Doesn't this guy care at all about Musashi? Quid, who lives in the windmill, has the key to the mine. While you're there, you should ask him about the flower. Good luck, Musashi. So first I need to go to the windmill and talk to Wid, right? What a pain that's going to be. The old man sleeps all day, so you might end up going into the mine in the early hours of the morning. I'll let you go now. Goodbye. Good luck, Hotello. Punk. This guy ever gonna wake up? There he goes. What do you want? I'm sleepy. The mayor asked me to get the key to the mine. What kind of business would a little tyke like you have in the mine? Tim was attacked by a ghoul, and to help him I gotta get what's-its-name, Mysteria, so we can save him. You're going to get that flower that blooms in the mine's underground lake? Oh yeah, the mayor told me to ask you about Mysteria. Well, it said that Mysteria only blooms between the hours of 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. Well, anyways, good luck. Here's the key. You know what? You should go outside sometimes. See ya. Be quiet. Don't mess around in the mine. Hold on one second. I got a phone call. Touch grass, bye. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what all the villagers tell you. Okay, I have no idea where the entrance to the mines is. Unless it's... Was it this boarded up thing? Not sure how a key opens up. But did not expect the guy to just walk out of the building. This?
It's locked.
Smash it.
Unlock it with the key.
Yeah, I think some kind of map would help. I don't think it's like necessary, but especially for my forgetful brain, it would be nice. Grillin Reservoir, Benkatite Mine. Should I go to the reservoir? Another epic song. Is that a rune? Huge. I can't swim though. As soon as I can swim, I gotta come here. The day-night cycle feels like... Oh, I don't know. Part of me feels like it's tacked on, like a lot of games around this era had day-night cycles, and it was more of just a thing on the back of the box where they were like, yo, it's so impressive, but in reality it's not that exciting. But a lot of the other games I've played with day and night cycles, it is just a chore. Feel temporarily poisoned. Great. Excellent. So happy I got this. This game, I feel like they at least tried to do a bit more with it, where, like, you can get tired and there's items to get rid of your tiredness. Rip off. For every hit received, BP will increase by 10. Ooh. So I don't know. I feel like they did a little bit more in this game to make the day-night cycle actually make sense. I think the worst one I ever played was Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Because it was genuinely just, these doors open at these times, and there was nothing else you could do but just stand around and wait for the doors to open. And the game itself had a little bit of a time constraint, but not enough to really matter. Like, when it came down to it, it was just standing around waiting for doors to open because the game told you to. If they had implemented some kind of, like, multitasking, where, oh, this door doesn't open for 3 hours, so let's go do this for 2 hours and try to, like, min-max your time, then that would be interesting, but there was no there was no reason to do that. It was just sit around and wait for doors to open, and there's no tired mechanic. There was no, I don't even think enemies were, like, stronger at night or anything. You know, they didn't really try to do anything else with the time mechanic, so that's one where it just felt tacked on. It just felt like we need the player to wait more so that the game is longer, basically. But here, I feel like not only was it somewhat impressive to have a day-night cycle, but then on top of that, they tried to at least implement the tired system, different things happening at night versus day, like the enemy that gives you the HP bonus only shows up at night. The enemies can be different at night. You know, so they tried to make it. I'm still not the biggest fan of day-night cycles in general. In the end, a lot of times it ends up just being waiting around, but I feel like they at least tried in this one. It's not overly frustrating. In fact, like I said, it's kind of impressive, all the things they're able to do with it. Also, I'm an average Joe now. Level 8 average Joe. It feels like this game was doing the level 60 mob boss meme before it was actually a meme. Level 8 average Joe. Yeah, time mechanics are one of those things where I appreciate the idea, but I don't think I've ever played a game where I was like, man, this time mechanic's great. You know? If anything, I'm just like, oh, this time mechanic's alright. I've never been overly impressed by a time mechanic where I'm like, oh man, thank God they put this time mechanic in. This really improves the game experience. But I would say this is one of the better ones that I've played. I remember the Pokemon games had kind of an interesting time mechanic because the games were on Game Boy, so, and they had the clock that ran all the time, so it felt like you had to play the game at certain times to get certain benefits, and that was kind of neat because it was a game that you could take places, so it felt like a cool idea. And then later they like went way too far with that and had like stuff that only happens at certain points throughout the year. It's like, okay. Don't you dare try to climb this wall with swords. I'm climbing it with swords. I think it worked better. Well, first of all, back then, it made the game feel more real, which nowadays isn't really a thing we care about. But back then, it was like, man, the game world is like alive. It's like real. We're really catching Pokemon, you know? I kind of want to go... Well, we'll see what's up here. Nowadays, it's like, that's silly, but... Back then, it sounded cooler. Man, now I kind of want to go back and see what was down there, because this feels like we're going further in. Yeah, once you get to, like, having different seasons, it's like, man, how long do you think I'm going to be playing this game? I hope I'm not playing it that long. Oh, here's the lake. Yeah. Yeah, if you kind of relate Pokemon to like Tamagotchi, it makes more sense. What have I done? Night Brisket. Thank you, I'm very grateful. That's a superb sword that you have. Please come by the castle later and I'll show you my special technique. Ooh. I like special techniques. See, as a kid, I was alright playing like Monster Rancher, where it was time-based, but it was all within the game, you know. I was never super into like Tamagotchi. It felt more like a chore. But I get why some people liked it. Like I said, it makes it feel more real, I guess. Carpenter Dicey. You saved me, kid? Thanks. If you ever need help, I'll do what I can. Bye. How's it going, Tofu? Whoa. Cook marinade. The puns really never end. I'm free. Thank you. I should get back to the palace and start preparing dinner. I can't see where the platform is to get out of here. I'm figure out what's shooting at me. See a chest over there.
This must be Mysteria, but it hasn't blossomed yet. Guess I'll have to wait.
Yeah, so like, is there going to be a good reason as to why I have to wait for this to bloom? Or is this just waiting for the sake of waiting? Because this just seems like waiting for the sake of waiting. Nothing else is being affected, you know?
Got it!
Yeah. So that's the kind of thing where it's like, okay, was that necessary? But you see, having 24 hours before the steam woods explodes, and then if I do wait for like my tiredness to go away, then the timer goes super fast. You know, that's something where like, okay, now it's actually being implemented in a way that makes sense. So you win some, you lose some. What are those? Oh, no! Fell asleep. Can I, like... Can I actually hit one of those snakes? Chief Gravy. Thanks for saving me. My name's Chief Gravy. I'm in charge of making the soup at the castle. Come by the palace and you can have a taste. I don't know. I think there's a little more to that. Like, for example, the Pokemon thing I was talking about before. I don't think Pokemon used the time mechanics in some super mega awesome way that like changed all of our lives. But I do think just the fact that the old Pokemon games had a like global clock did something for like the world building, you know. The world of Pokemon always felt a little more real than some of the other worlds that we spent our times in. Like, the Pokemon world definitely had a special sauce, and having it kind of living even when you turned off the game was kind of cool. Old glove. Like I said, nowadays, I don't think we really get that same feel. Like, video games are real enough just with their graphics and whatnot, but back then, I don't know. I think it did something kind of cool. Maybe that's just me, though. Maybe I'm just easily impressed. Duh. Now what's over here? Scrap depository. Oh, snakes! How do I... can't even hurt these things. What's happening? Game's lagging. I'm just getting yeeted off the mountain. Don't poison. Oh, I got poisoned. I don't think I can... Can't make that jump. Oh, I got one. Oh, he gave me the antidote. Excellent. Alright, so that's a dead end. So what's over here? The child may or may not be turning into a vampire zombie while I'm doing this. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Man, every song is so catchy. I think I could actually catch one of these bats. Good thing I got the antidote. No! Didn't go high enough. Ah, this is just a shortcut back. Okay. Not even really a shortcut. A long cut back. So, I gotta wait for the mayor now. Just let the ghouls roam around free. As one Bloodborne. Are they out here again? Just zooped into place. I found Mysteria. Thank you, Musashi. However, Othello hasn't returned. Yeah, I figured that would happen. I figured that would happen.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
Exactly 8,000 money left over. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. When we first started the game, I thought that this would just be like the first area. We would go to like different places. I didn't realize the whole game would take place in this like village. I don't mind it though. Because like we did the tutorial and then it was like chapter 1. And then we went to this village. So I was like, okay, each chapter is going to be like a different area, but nope. Excellent. Yeah, it's their way of being an open world. Hey, whatever works. This game probably would have felt massive to me as a kid. This guy with the gun always gets me. I will say I've climbed this mountain like 900 times though. There might be a shortcut somewhere that I'm missing, like a wall you can climb or something. Really? Whoa! How'd I do that? Is it because I was like close? I don't even know how I did that. Counterattack. I see. What's wrong, old man? You okay? Oh, it's you, Musashi. I feel ashamed, but I can't go any further. This mountain's too dangerous. I was a fool to think that I could save someone's life. What are you saying? Don't you care what happens to Tim, old man? I can't go any further. We can't change fate. Forgive me, Tim, Hilda. What a letdown. Shoot. Oh, I thought I was telling him to go back. Who cares about fate? I'll go to the mountain peak and get the water. You wait here and think about how pathetic you're being. Musashi, Tim has only 12 hours before he turns into a monster. I know you want to help, but that's why we can't give up now. Shoot, not much time left. I'm gonna go. Another time attack. Wow. By 12 hours, you mean like freaking 3 minutes. Dang, timer goes so fast. Yeah, I love the subtext. I don't know why, but it's just funny. It doesn't. I don't think I've ever seen a game do that. It's this much time until you fail. Until this specific awful thing happens. Also, these enemies that put you to sleep, before I was like, what's the point? Because you just wake up. But with this, they're like really scary. If they put me to sleep, the timer goes crazy. And I obviously can't move. But yeah, those guys are actually like super scary when you're on a timer. Okay, so what water am I supposed to be getting here? The raft's gone, by the way. Stay away from me. It must be past the bridge where John made the raft. Or... oh, wait. Aha. What's over there?
This must be opulent.
Tim is saved.
We can make the remedy now. Better take it to Hotella.
Is he saved, though? No, stop it.
Got no...
Okay, it's just his chest.
Man, I'm carrying too many things.
You're good. I found a rock. Whoopee. Okay, so now I just gotta yeet my way off this mountain. Is that safe? Yeet. I have no idea how to get off this mountain quickly. I can't make that jump. I'll have to go this way. Yo, thanks, Crash Don. Appreciate it, man. Don't worry about it. You're only human. Better not waste time feeling bad about yourself. Get a move on it, pal. Musashi, thank you. You know, it's hard to believe that. You're just a kid. Goodbye. Did he just walk through a wall? Hard to believe. Good thing I went this way, because I thought I had to get back to the village. Not back to him. Also, how did he get through all this? All good, my man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate when people stop by, even if they can only stop for a minute. In a way, it's even more thoughtful, I think, when you can't stay, that you're willing to stop by, so I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to another trivia playthrough as well. I hope I can find one that will be interesting enough. The goal is to try to find one while we're doing this Let's Play. What the camera angle was that? Can't do anything with this, can I? Just checking. Yo, Musashi, how's it going? I feel really good. You're well already? That remedy is good stuff. Yeah, the mayor and Otella saved me. Aren't they great? Why don't you try to be useful for a change? What? I'm gonna tell on you. Boy, will Mom be mad. It's our hero, Musashi. I heard everything. Musashi, thank you. I know that Tim is a rude boy, but he is my only son. I'm very grateful. Here, I'll give you a reward. An orange. It's been ages since I last saw one. Musashi received a large orange. Do I even have space for that? Big piece of fruit. Don't have them where I come from. Really? I'll be selling them from now on, so come by any time to buy them. You're going to take money from someone who saved your son's life? That has nothing to do with this. I have to make a living. Okay, okay. You had better not make Hilda angry. She's quite the witch. Yeah, I know. Did you just call her a witch? Right in front of her? Crazy. Oh, I guess I gave up the Aqualin, so I had room for the orange.